Hey y'all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and this is 3Racha. We're on to Scene Stealers. This is the fourth, fourth to last song from 3Racha before I've been all the way through theirs, and I think the last three that I have left after this are the ones that I don't know that there's lyric versions for, so we'll see what I can do about that. But first time through, just gonna listen to it. Second time through, gonna bring up the lyrics version and see what they're talking about here. I don't know if this is gonna be a little bit of a brag track with a title called Scene Stealers. That kind of means like we're stealing the scene type of vibe to it. But I do like these 3Racha tracks. It's just makes me smile. Grace is up there, by the way. That's Grace. Hey, sweetie. That's a nice leg extension. Very nice leg extension. Jazz. I don't think I've heard that in a 3Racha song before. Got the little glass clinking like they're in a glass jazz club.
1, 2, 3. Yo, 이 한마디면 scene stealer. 한마디도 아니야.
Can I just say the the amount of times that Changpen makes sound effects, particularly yaw, in 3Racha and Skizz tracks is just off the charts. Yo.
Yo, 이 한마디면 scene stealer. 한마디도 아니야 한 글자로 verse killer. 라이브라면 관중들은 다 듣고 서로 마치 thriller. 어린 놈의 베테랑 랩에나면 요런한테 봐서 사장님보다 길어. 분량 욕심내지 않아 많을 필요가 없잖아. 많으냐가 중요한 게 아니야 보여지면 돋보임이 중요.
Yeah, first impressions, like I said before, I haven't heard this out of 3Racha before, I don't think, because it does continue on with a jazzy feel to it. Obviously not as much as like the kind of jazz club feel from the first 15 seconds, but they do continue on with, it's not quite a saxophone, I think it's like a synth saxophone type of sound, but yeah, just the snare on the drums and rapping.
이게 맞아 그런다면 애들이 맞아 최고 명대사로 남아 내가 존이면 주변에 존이 누구도 줄여내 난 모르게 존이 존해 조금 존해 존이 날 모르는데 미안해 초만에 그래도 난 좀 살았던 건데 I can't spell 비 사람들이
quite piano though.
내 길이 좋게 이래도 두려울 게 뭐 있겠어 800만이 바치 내가 원한 텔레비를 버킷리스트에 놨지 뿅 비스 뿅에 출연 영웅 행세 가짜들의 팩트 폭력 랩에 속이 후련
Yeah, this just goes to show they had a pretty eclectic taste in music and what they wanted to do from early. Sax, man.
우리 셋은 도둑놈 누가 그걸 몰라요 화면에 우리가 비치면 주인공도 제껴 불려 뺏겨 관심들은 우리로 충분히 메꿔.
Dude, I'm actually really digging this. I love fusion music where you take two different genres and just mash them together in a way that works. And yeah, that's I kind of hope that we get some more jazz tracks from Stray Kids in the future.
Ready action 한 장면만 나와도 존재가 stealer 난 안고수로 끝내 어떤 영화도 간의 주인공이 아닌 엑스트라라 또 딴번에 딱 나오는 각사이자 느껴집니까 나니 내 마디 가사로 보여주는 책임자야 뭐 주연 분량 뺏기 난 조연이라도 유해진급 레벨 재채기 한 번이라도 나오면 환호가 붙지 우리 셋 중에 대충해도 반 이상 가는 부분 인정합니까 질투를 밥 먹듯이 봐도 실수도 없이 한 번에 컷 받고 나도 단번에 치고 올라가지 탔어 상승이류 내 비행은
No, that's more of a, I'm just realizing that's more of an electric guitar. That's an electric guitar, isn't it? Like a bass, I think. But yeah, that beat with the bass is fantastic.
받고 나도 단번에 치고 올라가지 탔어 상승이류 내 비행은 천만 관객을 돌파했지 벌써 컷이 카메라 스치는 순간
It would be a melody, not a beat, right?
필요해도 생걸 넘어 주연이 그들보다도 보이는 매력적인 연기력 그것 때문에 사람들 미쳐 날뛰어
I have to learn more about musical terms. I think beat is more with percussion and melodies than everything else.
우리 셋은 도둑놈 누가 그걸 몰라요 화면에 우리가 비치면 주인공도 제껴 불려 뺏겨
I'm really digging the jazz sounds.
Ready action, ready action 한 장면만 나와도 존재가 still love.
영화 배우랑 감독도 다 하는 게 내 일이지. 내가 등장하면 마이클
Wondered when
베이보다
Christopher was
터지지.
gonna come in.
우버를 컷하고 넘어가는 패기. 외치는 사람들은 훅 넘어가네. 훅 듣다가 마치 최면에 걸린 것처럼 깼지 않아. That's strange. They call me Dr. Strange. 순간적으로 내가 이동을 해. 어디 가든 다른 날 보내. 어쩌면 저렇게 초롱초롱한 눈빛으로 나를 봐. 요새 다른 나를 알아보는 사람들은 나를 슈퍼히어로처럼 시선 강탈. 내 이름은 크리스지만 I ain't Chris Evans. Chris Pratt도 아니면 Hemsworth도 아니야. 커다란 헐크처럼 다른 영화 피처링 하는 것처럼 all the people can't get enough. Cause we just seen Steelers. 1, 2, 3.
I guess if you're going with the older school instruments, that may not be an electric guitar. It may be the strumming of a cello, like when you. Yeah, never mind.
잠시 한번 나온 걸로 모두 인식을 받고 내 40초를 뺏으려고 남녀노소 다투 우리 셋은 도둑놈 누가 그걸 몰라요 화면에 우리가 비추면 주인공 도적여 불려 뺏겨 불려 뺏겨 과심들은 우리로 충분히 맺고 Ready action Ready action 한 장면만 나와도 존재가 still love.
Yep, these usually have sudden endings. Yeah. I'm a fan of that song. I would playlist that. Though, like there's songs that early 3Racha has that I'm like, yeah, I can see what they're doing with that. They're kind of like getting into their groove. They're figuring out where they are and everything as far as making music. And other songs I'm like, yeah, that is like legit good. Including WoW. Like oh, WoW made me laugh so hard and yet I liked it so much. So, Scene Stealers is definitely up there, man. I like Scene Stealers. Playlist that thing. All right, let's get into the lyrics. And from what I did hear and the kind of some of the sound effects, I do think that it is kind of the we're here to steal the scene type of song.
1, 2, 3.
Yo, 이 한마디면 scene stealer.
I have no idea why those captions are on in that language. Okay. Just this one line is a scene stealer, not just one line, but one letter's a verse killer. Is that a pun? Not just one line, but one letter's a verse killer? I'm gonna guess it is.
한마디도 아니야 한 글자로 verse killer. 라이브라면 관중.
Either that or just Chang been going off of his usual method of like, I am able to turn puns into new puns and with just changing one letter here and there. The crowd goes crazy during a live like it's a thriller. I'm the youngin who goes longer than the boss. Right. I'm not greedy for screen time. I don't need a lot. How much I do isn't important. It's the result. That's right. Pretty straightforward. So the kids are right. The famous line is right. When I grow up, I'll be famous. I'm sorry you don't know me from the beginning. I guess people only know Spear from word of mouth. And I did hear that, their early songs that they were putting out just weren't getting any traction at all, which is kind of how it goes. I've, growing up, I knew some individuals who, in their teen years through high school, honestly, in the high school years, they kind of were into making music and they put together some mixtapes and stuff, and it was the age where you were just starting to be able to get stuff on the internet. And and I see it with authors as well. I work with a lot of authors, and just this huge sense of disappointment that you put your stuff out there and there's just crickets. There's no reaction at all. And a big part of that is just how hard it is to find a pebble in a sea. It's you put your stuff out there because you're like, man, this is awesome. Everybody's gonna love this, and like nobody has a way to find you. It's not like people were typing in a search engine music from 3Racha. Like, how do you find their music by just them having an album out? It's so difficult to get discovered on the internet. It's so difficult. My road to hell. Is there something to be afraid of? 8 million people already saw me go up the elevator. So yeah, this is, I didn't check which album this was from, but this is obviously, I know that they put one out in 2018, which would have been after the production of Elevator. So my road to hell. Is there something to be afraid of? 8 million people already saw me go up the elevator. So I'm guessing 8 million people watched the survival show. On a bucket list, as if Spear B is a hero, each of our facts attacked in our raps. People are trying to pick them apart. Appearing one, I didn't catch it the first time around that, and action. Appearing once and your perception changes. Men and women will be upset if you thought I could keep up with them. I thought I could. I couldn't. Men and women will be upset if you take away my 4 seconds. Us 3 are thieves. Who doesn't know that? If we're on screen, we'll outshine the main character. It's definitely a brag track. Take away the screen time. Take away the screen time. People have lots of interest in us. Ready action, ready action. Even if I only appear on one scene, my existence itself is a scene stealer. When my cut ends, you ask what movie I star in. But I'm an extra. Right when I appear, it's a size that can't be seen. Alright, so yeah. Very apt title. And that happens sometimes. I've watched, check out YouTube videos on extras that stole the scene in movies, and yeah, that's some pretty unplanned moments where extras just kind of go the extra mile in acting, and it makes the entire scene. Right about there. Yep. I only have 4 lines. The weight class difference, removing the leading role's screen time. Even when I'm a supporting actor, you're still at that level. So I only have 4 lines. Is saying, hey, I wasn't even in the song that much. The weight class difference. The weight class being like for fighting, you know, in boxing and wrestling and everything. There's weight classes, so you don't have a 130-pound guy trying to wrestle with a 200-pound guy. So the weight class difference. Removing... So, in other words, somebody else is he's a lightweight, I think is what he's saying, and other people are heavyweights. Removing the leading role's screen time. So, he's the lightweight, taking the advantage away from taking it away from the heavyweight. Even when I'm a supporting actor, you're still at that level. So, he's saying... I'm just the supporting actor, and I am outshining the main actor, which kind of makes you the supporting actor, doesn't it? You're still at that level? It's like, oh, okay. Alright. Even when I sneeze, people will cheer. I don't know about that one. But yes, brag track. Between us 3, actually, I can see people rewatching him sneezing. I don't know. Between us 3, more than half of the parts are acknowledged. When I sneeze, people will cheer. Between us 3, more than half of the parts are acknowledged. I don't know what acknowledged means there. Like, more than half of the parts... Between us 3, more than half of the parts are, like, recognized as good? Is that what that's supposed to mean? I'm not sure. Eating a meal of jealousy, finishing a cut with one take and no mistakes, I'll move up at once. Makes me think of Slump. That is the one take of Slump. Gorgeous, gorgeous song. Eating a meal of jealousy. Y'all, is he telling all the people who are jealous to eat it? Eat it. Finishing a cut with one take, no mistakes. I'll move up at once. Nice. Riding in ascending flight, breaking through a 10 million audience, cameras brushing by will be fully immersed. My assistant needs another battery, a stronger battery. The supporting role seems to stand out more than the others, and people seem to go crazy. Don't lay on top of her, she's old. My young dog loves laying on top of my, like, on top of my old dog. It means there's love, but still, she's old. Appearing once and your perception changes. Minimally upset if you take away my 40 seconds, as 3 repeats, who doesn't know that if we're on screen while shine the main character. Take away the screen time, people have lots of interest in us. Ready action, ready action, ready action. I only appear on once in my existence itself as a scene stealer. Actors and directors are doing my work. When I walk in, I'll get stuffed till I explode. Bang, right after the cut, it's ready to go. Nice, yeah, they're saying that they're so good that they're just like, hey, one take. Yep, one cut, we're good. Do it. When screaming, help me, people pass by. When they listen to the hook, it's like they're hypnotized. Huh. I'm trying to think what that means, if that's because, like, they seem to, have a little bit of a message behind, like, let me know what you think about that one, because it seems, my nose is running, it seems that he's saying, like, when I'm screaming, help me, like, people just pass by, like, people don't want to actually, I don't know if that means, like, they don't want to help the young kids, they don't want to help the rookies, you know, they're just like, yeah, you're you guys, you're nobodies, so you're screaming help me, and they're just passing by and like, meh, who cares, you know, you just do your own thing, it's like, you're nobody, but when they listen to the hook of the song, then they're hypnotized, so it's like, nobody wants to help us out, nobody wants to lend a helping hand, because we're like, they see us as nobodies, is I'm guessing what that is kind of saying, but then they hear the song, and they're like, ooh, hold on. Strange again, they call me Doctor Strange. Always with the, is that Marvel? Or, I don't know my which universe is which, but they always have the universe. My dog just coughed. Wherever I go briefly, everyone looks at me. Sometimes, they look with shining eyes. Alright, so I get more of the scene stealer type of thing, bragging it up, and everywhere I go I draw people's eyes. Sometimes, I think it's saying, sometimes they recognize me. Sometimes they look at me with shining eyes, like, oh, hey, hey. Oh, those who know me now, look at me like I'm a superhero. My name is Chris, but I ain't Chris Evans, Chris Evans is the actor for, Captain America, yes? Neither am I Chris Pratt, who's hilarious. Gosh, he's also in that universe. He's the, Striker Star. He's got the own series. The Galaxy thing, yeah, you know what I mean. Nor am I Hemsworth, so Chris Hemsworth. Which one is Hemsworth? Hemsworth is, I can picture him, but I'm forgetting what movies he's in. Yeah, all Chris is. Just like the big Hulk and the other films featuring. All the people can't get enough because we're just scene stealers.
One, two, three.
Appearing once in your perception changes. Jazz. Yeah, I do like that song, just the sound of it. I would totally playlist that. Now I need to see if I can buy, I'm sure I can buy 3Racha albums on, yeah. I gotta go in there. I already have all the, I think I already have all the Stray Kids albums purchased, so I guess I need to go back and purchase the 3Racha ones as well. I kind of spaced them out. I have a budget for, music purchases per month, and I already hit it. Alright, that means I am out of here. I'm gonna go do another reaction, and then I have to do a boatload of dishes, because my dishwasher is not hooked up right now, because I'm, my nose is still running. I finished at least the skim coating where the dishwasher is supposed to be, and I have to sand it down today. And we'll see. Hopefully, my husband will be able to do the priming as well. Even though the cabinets are going up against that section of wall, that's just kind of what you have to do to waterproof stuff, just in case there's a leak. So yeah, my dishwasher has been out of commission for a while, so I filled the dishwasher in hopes that it would get hooked up beforehand. And then I filled one sink, and then I filled the other sink. So I have a crap load of dishes to do. It's overflowing onto the countertop, so I'm like, fine, I'm gonna do the dishes. It'll take a bit. And I have to fold like 4 loads of laundry as well. You can tell I've been spending just about all of my time just doing the drywall stuff and other actual work things. And when you do that, yeah, the household stuff just goes to the wayside. So I will now spend hours of my day doing dishes and laundry. Man, it's like I'm in the 50s. Okay, y'all, you have yourselves a wonderful day. Don't worry, I will check out the new Skids Talker Go episode as soon as it is captioned. In the meantime, you all have yourselves a wonderful day.